ones involved, those who've had night. The crowd begin to sense that we're only seconds away as quite a good crowd go out into the center of the stadium here to pick up a good position to see them. The handlers check that all is well. They're all in, ready to go. The signal will go up very, very shortly. There it is. The bell sounds. The crowd react with a tremendous Derby roar. And now we're only 30 seconds or more away. The hare will move round, and just to recap them: 1 toss bit, 2 Rosden Speedy, 3 Phantom Flash, 4 the other toss, 5 is Pet's Echo, and 6 is Monoline Stag. The hare's coming to the traps. And away they go, and it's Pet's Echo who bombs away with the other toss now showing great speed on the inside. And it's the other toss who leads from Pet's Echo. In third place is moving up Phantom Flash to join the other toss, but down the far side now. It is the other toss who's out in front, followed by Pet's Echo, the outsider. Phantom Flash is starting to run. He's a lot to do, but he's closing. They're racing round the home turn. It's the other toss from towards the near side, Pet's Echo. The other toss is made virtually all to beat Pet's Echo. Phantom Flash just couldn't get to terms with him and has to settle for third. But it's the other toss, only headed for a few strides out of traps by Pet's Echo. But after that, it made all and held on strongly to win. Phantom Flash just never got in a telling blow.
Yes, what a race it was. I thought really when Pet's Echo got that flyer that she was going to take all the beating, but just watch the early pace of this, the other toss, number 4. She stretches away. Magnificent early pace this one has, and stretches totally clear now of Pet's Echo. In third place there, number 6, Monoline Stag, but he's outpaced from there. And now watch back in fourth place. Coming into the picture is Phantom Flash and improving down the back straight, but the other toss getting better with every race she's having come back. It's only 14 weeks since she came in season, this bitch, and what a performance. This daughter of the other Risk, stretching around that third bench, is a lead there now of 3.5 lengths. Pet's Echo in second. Phantom Flash chasing now in third and closing. He seemed to stumble a little there as he tried to take Pet's Echo, but as Pet's Echo moves wide, Phantom Flash has to move wider coming off the last corner. But out in front, it's the other toss galloping on strongly all the way, keeping up that gallop and coming up to the line. A very, very deserving winner of the 1990 Respond Irish Derby. Come to the line, Pet's Echo closing, Phantom Flash closing, but there's only one winner. It's the other toss, a very, very impressive winner of the Derby. Ruski Rose. Tony Murphy there behind the trap, supervising the loading of these bitches for the final of the Aer Lingus cargo. Oaks, Tony will come out in front of the traps now. He'll have a look at them, make sure none of them are turned in traps, that they're all okay. He looks into all the 6. You get a look at him there. He gives the signal. That's the signal for the bell to ring, the hare to start. And, well, within 30 seconds, the final of the Aer Lingus cargo Oaks will be underway. In trap 1, Ballygar Rose. In 2, Lady Be Fast. In 3, Clowney Pride. In 4, Barnacurra Liz. In trap 5, Prize Dancer. And in trap 6, Ruski Rose as the hare comes off the last corner. It all depends on this break. Away they go. Out fast is trap 4, Barnacurra Liz. She's showing in front of the corner, but Lady Be Fast is going out fast on the inside. Ballygar Rose also there, but Barnacurra Liz has gone clear around the first corner. Being challenged now by Lady Be Fast in second. Prize Dancer is third. Ruski Rose putting in an effort on the outside, and there goes Clowney Pride as they come to the last bend. And out in front, it's Barnacurra Liz in front, being challenged by Prize Dancer in second. They're bunching in behind that, but Barnacurra Liz is in front, and I think she's going to win it. Prize Dancer is coming at her, but at the line, it's Barnacurra Liz the winner. Prize Dancer is second, and number 3, Clowney Pride, comes home like an express train for third place. But what a performance by Barnacurra Liz. She won the run to the bend. She came out fast again, and, well, she was never really going to be beating. There you see the break. They're out fast, and it's Barnacurra Liz showing the superior pace to the corner, right in the middle of them. Lady Be Fast now getting a run on the inside of her as they come into the first bend. Number 4, Barnacurra Liz, this daughter of County Final and Lizzie's Flower, as they race into the first corner. Barnacurra Liz in front. In second place, Prize Dancer. Lady Be Fast now going back into second again. Then back in fourth place and closing is Ruski Rose at this stage, with Clowney Pride now putting in a run. She looked like getting really into it at this stage, but is crowded coming to the third bend. Back at the rear of the field is Ballygar Rose, but coming to the third, and it's Barnacurra Liz in front. She's a stout stair, this one. She's not going to be caught when she's in front. Prize Dancer is in second place. And then the challenge in behind. As we see Ruski Rose challenging Lady Be Fast for third spot, and in behind her number 3 Clowney Pride. But off the last corner, Borna Curl is striding out. Prize Dancer putting in a really fine effort trying to catch her, but once Borna Curl gets in front, she's going to take some catching. She's a 5-1 winner of the Oaks, and here she comes, not winning 12,000, winning 14,000 pounds altogether with this victory. And for owner Paddy Hennigan and brother Colm, as we see the happy connections going out onto the track. Right, there's Colm Hennigan with his back to us now. Colm, the optician from just outside Roscommon town, and brother Paddy there just in the background is out onto the track, and there'll be some celebrations down at League Way tonight, I'll tell you that much. As we see Paddy Hennigan is the first one, he's the owner leading the way out, and Colm coming up behind him now. Colm demanded, well, shall we say, a pound or two to lose, and Colm there giving the Borna Curl a kiss of celebration, and the men from Roscommon are celebrating tonight. Paddy Hennigan waving to the crowd. And just before I came up here tonight for the commentary, I was talking to Tom Dolan from Galway, who has county final at Stud down in Galway, and Tom said to me, he says, I have the cheque in my pocket for £2,000. He says, I'll be handing it over to the Hennigans if this bitch wins tonight. But apart from the 2,000, there's a more important consideration of the £12,000 for the Aer Lingus Cargo Oaks, and the honour that goes with winning the Irish Oaks. As there you see the winner herself, Borna Curl, this August 88 daughter of county final and Lizzie's Flower. This one which had such good running around Longford before she came up here for the Oaks, and well, she has produced it here now in the semi-final and final in a time of 29:10. There's Paul Murphy here, the assistant manager here at Harold's Cross, talking to Colm Hennigan and Paddy Hennigan there in the middle of the camera. Owners and trainer of this remarkable bitch, Borna Curl, a 12-1 chance when she won the semi-final, and won.
Monaleen Stag is third best in the market at 6-1, and the other three are in the outside bracket. Graciously has gone to 10s and 2 12-1 shots, Loom Lord and Maryville Kyle. But no doubt about it, it looks like the betting will suggest a big clash between the semi-final clash between Orange Champion and Fly Cruiser, but the market doesn't always reflect what's going to happen in the next 30 seconds or so. So just a last check that all are facing in the right direction. Anxious moments now for the connections, and the good sized crowd now have backed right up into the stand to get a good vantage point of this. The signal goes up, the bell will sound, the hare will move away, and very shortly we'll know the destination of the Champion Stakes, an £8,000 first prize and trophy, as the hare moves on down the far side. 1 is Loom Lord, 2 is Orange Champion, the favourite, 3 graciously on the outside, Fly Cruiser. Away they go, and it's from 4 Maryville Coyle, with Loom Lord the outsider now sure to make the bend as they race into the first turn, and it's Loom Lord with now racing right up on the outside now to pick up the running Monaleen Stag, being followed on the outside by Fly Cruiser, putting in a big finish and racing down now towards the far turn. It's Monaleen Stag strongly pressed and raced past by Fly Cruiser. Fly Cruiser now stretching clear as they race up towards the finish. Fly Cruiser has gone right clear. It's a battle on for second. Graciously might just have touched off Loom Lord, with Orange Champion coming home late but only being involved for the placings, and Fly Cruiser winning and reversing the placings with Orange Champion in absolutely devastating style.
Yes, well, at the start of the season we called Fly Cruiser, I'm not saying the start of the season, halfway through the season we called him the superstar of Irish greyhound racing. Now he has just shown what we meant by that. But the early stage of Maryville Kyle that flashed out, Loom Lord flashed out and headed Maryville Kyle to the bend. You see Orange Champion there checking and getting into trouble, as suddenly into the back straight Monaleen Stag with that great early pace burst ahead from Loom Lord. Now Fly Cruiser really opens up, and from here it's all over really, because this fellow goes into, well, superpower as he goes on, races around that corner and goes clear. Now you see him behind graciously moving up the challenge, and Orange Champion, which had dropped back to last, puts in a powered packed finish to try and get up for second place. But there's no doubt about the winner. It's Fly Cruiser, this great dog, this great son of Moral Support and Laura Pride, owned and trained by Tom and Ann Power down in Kilmacthomas, the dog which lost his form after getting sick and having to be withdrawn from the Guinness 600 final. He's come back, he's won the Cesarewitch at Navan, he's won the Bordnagon Champion Stakes, and Desi, I'd wager a bet that he'd probably open up favourite for the Derby, which starts in about 3.5 weeks' time. And guess what happened last year?
Well, we were hoping for a Manival performance, and I think we've got one, because Fly Cruiser certainly one for the future. That was an absolutely marvellous performance, and Fly Cruiser, well, the next few weeks will be very important for him, and after that performance he must become a major fancy. The 2-to-1 winner of the Champion Stakes, and the time was very, very close to the semi-final time. The time in the semi-final was 30:34, and tonight's time was 30:35.
And there you see Tom Power leading back Fly Cruiser back down the track for the presentation. That's £8,000 won. He's already won 4,000 in the Cesarewitch. Before that he'd won 10 in a row, and well, but for the illness which struck this fella down, well, he could nearly be unbeaten up to now. But well, don't write off Orange Champion yet. He didn't get a run at all in the early stages tonight and lost his place badly, but did you see him coming home? He was really flying, picking up lengths on all the other runners, but it failed to get, well, there's still a photo finish for second place, so we're quite not sure yet what got second place there in that. It was very close between Graciously and Orange Champion. Which did you think got up for second, Des?
Well, I think possibly Graciously in the centre, but very pleased that Fly Cruiser has gone past Clear, because it is a pretty close battle for the second between Graciously, the fast finishing Orange Champion, and Loom Lord, who ran a smashing race. And just looking at the indicator board, it says that the 10-to-1 shot Graciously has in fact got the second spot.
Yes, so getting ready for the presentation as Fly Cruiser makes his way back down. And Power there greeting him, and they were so disappointed when they couldn't run this fellow in the final of the Guinness 600 here back a few months ago, but he returned in triumph. At the time, Ann Power said to me, well, it'll be the Champion Stakes and the Derby for us now, and well, they've certainly been proved right. There's Ann Power leading him in.
Well, Orange Champion never looked like justifying favouritism, but to his credit, he stuck on tenaciously from the last bend home. I didn't notice anything happen to him going to the first bend, but did he get a knock or anything, Michael?
Yes, Orne was in a bit of trouble. He got bottled a bit between Maryville Kyle and Loom Lord going up, and had to check into the bend, and then as he was beginning to straighten up on the second corner, he got clipped under the behind and dropped back to the rear of the field. But as I said, he really ran on strongly. As we watch the presentation there, Des, of the Bordnagon Champion Stakes, and the Powers about to be presented with the trophy. Kevin Frest, the chairman of Bordnagon, about to hand over the trophy to the winning connections. But before then, Michael Lester has found his way down to the presentation area.
Yes, well, what an absolutely superb performance, and one person more than anybody else absolutely delighted with that, the owner, Ann Power, all the way from Kilmacthomas in County Waterford. And congratulations to you.
Very much,
First of all, you're obviously delighted with that.
Absolutely thrilled.
Well, Ann, it's Fly Cruiser, and there is no doubt about it, aptly named. He flew and he cruised at the finish.
He did, and I expected him to. I thought he would.
Seriously, did you?
I really did. I fancied him no end, even though the trip was slightly short of his best.
Yeah.
But I thought he would do it.
Because, mind you, it was a superb performance. It's a great field that we had here tonight for this race, but the margin of his victory perhaps surprised us most.
Yes, I think there was some trouble at the bend. But he still had to win the hard way. He would have been better over 600 yards, of course. Yeah.
Now, Anne, Michael Fortune in his lead into the race said he might be a little bit slow to start, but coming off that last bend he can really kick into gear. He read it pretty right.
He did. Actually, he's quite close to the 600 yards track record, so he'd be coming home very strong over 550. Sure. Yes, yeah.
And tell us a little bit about Fly Cruiser. Where did you get him?
Well, we bought him off a friend of ours, untried, and he cost a nice penny because he was a really good-looking sapling now. Yeah. Jenny Ryan, he's here tonight as well.
Yeah.
And,
I'd say Jenny had a bob or two on it as well.
I think so. I think he had. He must